In this world, we go through many struggles and fight many battles. But if you wake up healthy, not sick, with your body functioning well, able to breathe, stand, and move on your own, take a moment to thank God if you believe in Him. Her name is Khuweila, and from the moment she became aware of life, she has never known what it feels like to be healthy.
Kila siku kwenda hospitalini.
She was just 3 years old when her life changed forever. That's when she was diagnosed with diabetes. A child, still learning how to speak and play, already beginning a lifelong battle. As the years went by, instead of things getting better, they only became harder.
Followed by hypertension when I was...
At the age of 12, she developed hypertension, a young body carrying the weight of multiple illnesses. And as if that wasn't enough, at 22, she was diagnosed with kidney failure. From that moment on, her life stopped being normal. Hospitals became her second home. Needles, machines, silence, and fear became part of her daily routine. Days blurred into nights, and nights into more suffering.
Dok.
For 8 long months, she lived a life that many would not survive mentally, let alone physically. Up to now, she is also battling neuropathy. Oh my God. The moment I heard her story, I went silent. It didn't just shock me, it broke me. I kept asking myself, how can one person carry so much pain? How can life keep testing the same person over and over again without giving them a break? But when you truly listen to her story, you don't just feel sadness. You feel something even stronger, strength. Khuweila was born in Lamu in 1994. To look at her as a child, you would never have imagined the life that was waiting for her. Kidney failure. For someone who had already lived her entire life managing diabetes and hypertension, this was not just another diagnosis. This was the beginning of the end. Dialysis became her life.
Okay, dialysis is not kitu rahisi. Kwa sababu ukiwa hapo hufai kuzunguka, alafu hiyo pipe yenye mtu unawekwa yapata infection mara kwa mara, na pia ukitoka hapo umechoka, although unafanya kwa 4 hours per day. Ukitoka hapo umechoka, hutaki kuongea na mtu. So nikitoka hapo mimi na kulala. Sitaki kuongea na mtu, sitaki hivi wala hivi.
4 hours every single day, sitting in a hospital while a machine did the work her kidneys could no longer do. And every time she left that hospital, she was weaker, more exhausted, more broken. She couldn't walk properly. She couldn't speak without effort. She couldn't do the simple, ordinary things that the rest of us take for granted, getting out of bed in the morning, going to the kitchen, feeding herself. Gone. All of it. Gone.
So nikafanya kwa miezi 8, ikafika mahali wazazi wakaona hiyo si solution. Wakakaa chini wakaongea na family, wakaamua nifanyiwe kidney transplant.
After 8 months of dialysis, Khuweila's family made a decision. They came to see her, her parents, her loved ones, and they looked at what this machine was doing to their daughter. And they said, enough, no more dialysis. Something has to change. They began talking about a kidney transplant. It was a desperate hope, but it was hope. And so the family packed up and traveled to Nairobi, Kenya, to begin the process. The tests, the evaluations, the long, uncertain road toward a transplant. It was during this process, sitting in a waiting room in Nairobi, exhausted and afraid, that Khuweila first heard the name Dr. Hamisi Kote Ali.
Hello.
Hello.
Karibu. How are you?
Good.
Good. Karibu awasi. My name is Dr. Hamisi Kote Ali. I'm a chiropractor
and specialist in fascial manipulation by Steko. I'm also a teacher of fascial manipulation, the first in Africa. I've had the opportunity to be taking care of Khuweila Faisal from the 16th of August 2021, where she came to see us with a complaint of difficulties in walking, pain, and also kidney failure. So kuna uchungu kwa kiuno sasa ama mguu peke yake?
Kwa kiuno.
Kwa kiuno ndio nasikia uchungu.
Hizo sana.
Ndio sana.
He told her that he might be able to help her. Her first reaction, she refused.
At first nilikataa kwa sababu niliona ni mambo na guessing power. So nikawaambia wazazi, nimepitia mambo mengi, hiyo madawa, tumia dawa hii na hii. Mahali imefikia mimi niacheni tu kwa dialysis mpaka pale Mungu mwenyewe atakapoamua. But family wakaniongelesha.
She was done. She told her family to just keep her on dialysis until God called her home. She had accepted her fate. She had no more energy to try another doctor, another treatment, another promise that would end in disappointment. She had given enough. She had fought enough. But her mother sat beside her and said something that changed everything. Go. I know you. You will recover. Pray to God and go. A mother's voice. That is sometimes all it takes.
Nilienda kwa Dr. Hamisi niko 50-50. Roho haitaki, yani sikuwa najielewa. So kufika mamangu akaniambia enda tu swali uombe Mungu, uangalie taufiki iko wapi. So siku hiyo tukapanga Monday, tulikuwa tunaenda kumjibu Dr. Hamisi kama niko ready na hiyo treatment ama siko ready.
Khuweila agreed to see Dr. Hamisi, not fully believing, not fully trusting, but going, one foot in front of the other, because her mother asked her to. When Khuweila walked into Dr. Hamisi's clinic, she didn't know what to expect. What she found left her speechless. There were no bottles of medication lined up on the desk, no prescriptions being written. Instead, there was something she had never seen in any medical office in her life.
Good morning. Good. Right. So just come with me.
My name is Evans from Scans Department.
But at first nilikuwa nashangaa because treatment yake si kama za kawaida za hospitalini. Ilikuwa ni kitu mambo na natural tu. Juu kama sasa unaambiwa ufanye grounding, mambo na taking ice bath. So at first niliona ni kama hii kitu yani ni kama niko 50-50 nayo, lakini nikasema haya, wacha tu nijaribu. So nikajaribu na nikaona faida, ikanisaidia sana. Na actually hakuna dawa yenye nimetumia kwa Dr. Hamisi apart from dieting, mambo na exercise, mambo na grounding. Hiyo ndio ilinisaidia sana mpaka sasa.
Khuweila was terrified. She looked at what he was doing and thought, this will never work. Part of her wanted to walk out the door, but she stayed, because her mother told her to stay. What happened over the months that followed is something even Khuweila's regular doctors could not explain when they saw her.
So Khuweila, whatever you are doing here, this is known as a foot pro scan. What a foot pro scan does, it gives what we call now the foot weight distribution. We're able now to understand which side you're putting a lot of weight. May it be on the right or on the left side. Additionally, we also check on where exactly you're putting the pressure. Is it on your heel? Is it on the foot floor? Okay. Let's have a seat facing that side. All right, so in this case, right here, now we are going to check on your nerve tension. All right, by a machine, known as the rolling thermal.
Dr. Hamisi Kote Ali is a chiropractor and a practitioner of fascial manipulation, a method developed by the Stecco family in Italy. He is the first teacher of this method on the entire African continent. And what he told Khuweila that day was something no doctor had ever told her before. He believed he could help her. Not with more drugs, not with more machines, but through manipulation of the body's fascial system, the deep connective tissue that runs through every part of us, combined with nutritional changes and guided exercise.
When you get diabetes and you have it for a very long time, it's a wrong inflammatory process in your body. And this wrong inflammatory process in your body causes tremendous stress in all systems, and all organs of your body go into crisis. So you end up developing a lack of gliding, a lot of stiffness, tightness. This tightness will cause you muscle pain. This tightness will cause you gut problems. This tightness will cause you cardiovascular problems. This tightness will cause you a whole, if you may, dysfunction of your system. Now, when this goes on for a very long time, it causes the nervous system to start having problems. So you develop things like systemic inflammation, you develop pain, you develop poor metabolic resilience, and as a result of that, your heart rate, for example, either becomes hyper, you get very high heart rate tachycardia, or you get very low heart rate bradycardia, and which causes you to develop something called CAN, cardiac autonomic neuropathy. There's no drug for that, but you can try to help your body stimulate your nervous system with cold, with breath, with barefoot, with fascial manipulation by Stecco, with nutrition, with good specific movement. And when you do that, you help the body reduce the amount of inflammation, help your body calm down, you help the body heal. So that's why it's important for us, and it's the reason why we're trying to put Khuweila into this. And her herself has said that her sleep, her pain, her stress and anxiety, her vitals, her metabolic function, her immune, and all these other things that we have said have improved. That's why we put them in here. Are you ready? Well done. Day 19, done and dusted.
As Dr. Hamisi continued the fascial manipulation sessions, something began to shift. The treatment approach changed. Dialysis was removed from the equation entirely and replaced with manipulation, nutritional care, and carefully structured movement exercises. Within approximately 6 months, the dialysis port, the physical device that had been part of Khuweila's body as she endured 4 hours of treatment daily, was removed. Khuweila has not had dialysis since.
Sikufanya tena dialysis mpaka sasa ni miaka 6, sijawahi rudia hiyo.
Let that land for a moment. A young woman who was told she would need a machine to filter her blood for the rest of her life has not touched that machine in 6 years. 6 years. When she went back to her regular doctors for checkups, they were stunned. They ran their tests. They expected to find the complications they had always seen. Instead, they found a woman whose condition had transformed. They asked her, "What medication did he give you? What did he prescribe?" She told them the truth. "He gave me nothing to swallow. He moved his hands. He taught me how to move my body. He told me what to eat." They could not believe it.
kuendelea, nikipimwa niko sawa. Madaktari wenyewe sasa hivi wanashangaa, wananiuliza kwani umefanywa nini, mpewa dawa gani? Nikiwaambia sijapewa dawa hawaamini. Na chenye kilichonisaidia sana kusema kweli, Dr. Hamisi hakunipa dawa.
Today, Khuweila can stand up from her bed in the morning without help. She can walk slowly, carefully, but she walks through her home.
Ninavyokumbuka, nilikuwa kuamka siwezi, naamka kwa shida sana, kwenda bafu ilikuwa matatizo, lakini nashukuru kwanza nikutane na Dr. Hamisi, amenisaidia sana. Sasa hii naweza kuamka kwenda chooni na kurudi, hata kutembea tembea nje naweza, so nashukuru sana.
She can go to her kitchen and prepare her own food.
Kama nilivyosema mwanzo, nilipokuwa nikifanya dialysis, nilikuwa siwezi kufanya kitu, ukitoka hapo umechoka. But sasa hii nashukuru, naweza fanya 1, 2, 3. Na kama sasa hii hapa nimeamka, nimeingia jikoni, nimekata chakula yangu, nimekula fruits. So nashukuru sana. Dr. Hamisi amenisaidia sana, namshukuru.
She can do small tasks with her own hands. For someone who once could not speak without exhaustion, this is not a small thing. This is everything. She still lives with the conditions she was born with. She will always manage diabetes. She will always be careful. But she is managing on her own terms, with her own body, without a machine keeping her alive. She is alive, and she is living.
So my patient came in with the presentation of pain on the shoulders, of which I had now to take her through the scans, whereby what we were doing here through the Insight technology, the scan that we were using is known as the rolling thermal machine, whereby we were checking on the nerve tension. So in this case, we're able now to see that the scan has been done, and we're able now to see several colors, as you can see from the screen. So we always have 3 colors that gives us indication of the scan levels. So in the red one shows us that the tension is severe. Well, we have the blue color, which shows that it tells us that the nerve tension is mild, as well as now the blue, which is the tension is moderate. However, the white one means the tension is okay. So after doing the scans, we're able now to see that the more tension is on her left side, of which now we are going to remove the nerve interference. By removing this nerve interference, we're going now to use a mode of treatment that is known as the fascial manipulation. That is now to be able to remove the interference, so that the patient can be able to, we are able now to restore back the functionality. Since now that is the main goal, restoring back functionality. With the Insight scan, we're able to check and determine and understand exactly where the issue is coming from.
Dr. Hamisi says it plainly. Research needs to be done.
Khuweila was diagnosed at 4 years with type 1 diabetes, and then when she was about 12, she became hypertensive, and then later on she developed kidney failure. So she has had an ongoing challenge with this autoimmune disease. Initially she was doing dialysis and was having treatments at the hospital, but as she was going through the care, they noticed that every time she did dialysis, she got worse, she got more weaker, she became unable to function. That's why they decided to also try fascial manipulation. So when we started doing fascial manipulation with dialysis, again we got negative results, and we decided to change and do only fascial treatment with the change of nutrition and exercises. And that has really been what has sustained her, because in about 6 months we were able to remove the portal for dialysis, and she has not had that bottle ever since, and she has not had dialysis ever since. So we have only controlled her condition with fascial manipulation by Stecco, nutritional care, and exercises. And it's my hope and belief that with this kind of change that we have seen, it will be maybe vital that someday someone will help carry out some research so that we can be able to see what role fascial manipulation can play in patients with diabetes type 1, with patients with hypertension, patients with kidney failure, so that more people then can be able to be helped.
What has happened with Khuweila is not a closed chapter. It is an open question, a profound and urgent question that the medical world needs to sit with. What role can fascial manipulation play in patients with type 1 diabetes? In patients with hypertension? In patients whose kidneys are failing? He is not claiming he has a cure. He is saying, look at what happened. Look at this woman. Look at 6 years of data living inside a human body. Something is happening here that we do not yet fully understand, and that means someone needs to investigate it properly.
So it is important that maybe some research, some more detailed work need to be done to understand the role of fascial manipulation in patients with kidney failure, patients with type 1 diabetes, and patients with hypertension, because it has been shown over the last 6 years now that there is something that fascial manipulation can do, and Khuweila being a good example of that beneficiary. We hope that more people will look into it and maybe some research will be done.
Khuweila is not a statistic. She is a person. She is a daughter whose mother believed in her when she had stopped believing in herself. She is a young woman from Lamu who sat in a hospital for 8 months and accepted death and then chose, one more time, to try. And that choice, that one reluctant, fearful step toward a doctor she didn't trust, taken only because her mother asked her to, changed everything. We do not always know which door will open when we knock. We do not always know which step forward will lead us out of the dark. Khuweila didn't know. She was afraid. She was tired. She was ready to stop. But she went anyway. And here she is.
We are grateful that we had this opportunity from Khuweila to be able to help her. And we have seen quite a lot of progress and quite a lot of improvement, because 6 years without dialysis and having been going for dialysis every other day.
If Khuweila's story touched you, if it gave you even a single moment of hope, or made you think differently about what the human body is capable of, then do one thing right now. Share this video. Send it to someone who is fighting. Send it to someone who has stopped believing they can get better. Send it to a parent, a friend, a sibling who needs to hear that there are still stories like this one in the world. One share could be the thing that changes someone's life, the way that doctor's name changed Khuweila's. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss a story like this. Stories of real people, real struggles, and real transformation, because the world needs more of them, and we are going to keep bringing them to you. Leave a comment below. Tell us what this story meant to you. Tell us if you have someone in your life who is fighting the way Khuweila fought. We read every single one. Like this video, it helps more people find stories that matter. And if you want to go even deeper, join our YouTube membership. Members get early access, extended stories, and a community of people who believe that healing, in all its forms, is worth talking about. Khuweila's mother told her, "Go, I know you will recover." We are telling you the same thing today. Whatever you are going through, keep going.